Imagine this, you are a protector of a digital world, keeping intruders out and ensuring sensitive data stays safe. That is what the core of cybersecurity. And at the heart lies Kali Linux, the ultimate operating system trusted by ethical hackers and security experts. In this beginner-friendly tutorial, we are going to understand what Kali Linux is and why it is important. We are going to discover the most essential tool it offers. We are going to dive into the hands-on activities to practice the real-world scenario. Now, before we move on, just a quick info, guys. Simplilearn has got postgraduate program in cybersecurity. This professional certificate program is over 100 hours of live classes led by industry experts. You're going to engage in 3 capstones, 40 plus projects, and integrated labs. You're going to learn 15 plus tools like Metasploit, Burpsuit, Nmap, and many more. You're also going to learn Gen AI in cybersecurity with our specialized module. So guys, hurry up now and join the course. The course link is mentioned in the description box. So let us start first understanding what is Kali Linux. My dear friends, Kali Linux is a powerful open source Linux distribution specifically designed for cybersecurity professionals like ethical hackers, penetration testers. So these guys can use this tool. Actually, this tool is built on Debian. So Debian is an operating system and it comes with pre-installed over 600 advanced security tools to perform various tasks like penetration testing, vulnerability assessment, digital forensics, and wireless network analysis. Kali Linux was developed by Offensive Security, and it is widely used in cybersecurity training and certifications like OSCP certification program. If I talk about Kali Linux is a versatile, offering various options for installation on virtual machines, USB drives, or even as live operating system. Additionally, it supports Windows subsystem for Linux for seamless integration into Windows environments with clean interface and customizable setup. Kali is just not for professionals, but it is also an excellent platform to learn cybersecurity. Now, if I talk about advantages of using Kali Linux, there are several of them. Like, first of all, it has over 600 tools, which are pre-installed tools and which is specifically tailored for security professionals. Second of all, it has wide support. Now, in terms of wide support, it works on multiple platforms like virtual machines, Windows subsystem for Linux, Raspberry Pi, etc. Third of all, because of its documentation. Now, it has extensive tutorials and forum for guidance. So you could see all over here, this is the official documentation of Kali Linux, and you could see there's a very amazing documentation. It will help you with installation, introduction, then it has given option for USB, Kali on ARM, WSL, cloud, and many more. And finally, you could customize this. It is fully customizable to suit specific tasks and workflows. Now, let us move ahead and let us try to understand some of the known commands of Kali Linux. But before that, let us learn how to install this on Windows. Now, before installing Kali Linux, I want you to make sure that you have Windows subsystem for Linux installed on your system. If not, you can navigate to this website, which is installing WSL. So you will get a Microsoft official website. And in this, you could see there are certain prerequisites. Suppose if you're using Windows 11 operating system, so it should be higher than 10. Okay. Now, just type on the PowerShell. Okay, open PowerShell. And just copy this and install this. So with this command, you will be able to install Windows subsystem for Linux. Now, the next step would be installing Kali Linux. So you have to do nothing. Go onto the Microsoft Store and just click install. Now, since I've already installed Kali Linux and it is very easy process, after that it will be very comfortable for you to operate on Kali Linux. So you could see I have installed the minimal configuration all over here. Okay, so this is the Kali Linux terminal. So it has opened. Now we are going to learn certain important commands which will help you to understand, and these are very basic Linux commands only, so you have to not worry about it too much. So guys, let's try to understand our first command. Let us say we want to know the date. So the name of the date command is just date, and you could see you'll get the exact date of today and the given time. And since I'm connected from the Indian time zone, so it is showing IST 2025. That's a very basic command. Next command is cal command. So cal command basically displays the current month's formatted calendar in our terminal screen. If you require more advanced version of cal, you can install the ncal package on the Linux machine, which displays calendar vertically and provides additional options. So for now, we are fine with cal. Just type cal. Okay, so you could see I have not installed cal. So let us try to install. So type sudo apt install ncal. Now you could see all over here, it is fetching all the packages and we have perfectly installed it. Now let us type cal. Okay, I think so, still processing. Now you could see all over here, we are getting calendar in the vertical format, and you could see the month, date, and all over here. Okay, so that is one of the most amazing package ncal. Okay, next is a very basic Linux command, that is cd. So cd is also called change of directory. Okay, so if you want to switch this command, if you want to move to any directory, so you could just type cd and the given directory name. Okay, but we are now fine all over here. Now next thing will be cp. Now cp is also same command as one of the most important Linux command, which basically helps you to copy files or group of files or directory to create the exact image of a file on a disk with a different name. So suppose let us say we are going to desktop. So let us try to first find out how many files do we have. ls. Okay, so you could see we have no files. So first we have to create a directory. So let us say mkdir and just type demo. Okay, now type ls. So you could see we have this file demo. Now type cd and go to demo. So you could see all over here, we are now in demo folder. So that was one of the thing. If you want to go back, just type cd ... and you'll be reverted back. Now, before moving ahead, so ls, let's talk about this command. So it is one of the most powerful and useful commands in Kali Linux. Okay, so ls command basically lists all the directories or contents of the files. So with the help of ls command, we can easily list out every hidden file or directory with lsa attribute. Okay, and it helps you to find the list of directories present on your system. So that was one of the command. Now let us try to understand the cat command. So basically the cat command is one of the Linux, one of the most commonly used commands, permitting us to create single or many files and concatenate files, redirect, view, and contain of any output in a terminal file. Usually we use the cat command to display the content of a file. So suppose we created any file, say let us go to demo. So with the help of touch command, let us create one file. Okay, let us go to demo first and let's type touch demo.txt. okay, and now type cat and demo.txt, and see, since we have nothing written all over here, so if you have already written, then you could get out certain output like what's written. So suppose let us do this activity by writing certain thing. So you could see this is a demo file. You could see all over here we are in the demo folder, and you could see this text file demo.txt, and since we have not written anything, so that's why it's not showing any output. So we have got a bit of hang around what are the basic commands of Linux, and same thing will be used in Kali Linux. Now let us download some of the amazing tools, because Kali Linux has support for a lot of tools, and let us try to do some hands-on activity on them. Okay guys, now let us try to download Nmap first. So what is Nmap? Nmap is basically for network scanning purposes. So that's a very amazing tool. So you could see this is official documentation of Nmap. So if you want to scan any network, then this is a very amazing tool. and this is available in Kali Linux. So you could see the documentation is written all over here. So you could go to the reference guide and like you could see all these things which they have given. Okay, suppose now it has description, option summary, target specification, host, port scanning basics. Okay, so let us click on port scanning basics. So so it has given about all these ideas, and similarly we are going to do the same thing in the Kali Linux. So let us try to install Nmap first. So as I have already told you that Nmap is a very powerful network discovery tool. So for installation purpose, type this command sudo apt install Nmap. Okay, some mistake was there. Sudo apt install Nmap y. So you could see, okay, again we have done some mistake. So you could see we have correctly installed Nmap, and now you could check the version number of the same. So type Nmap, go on version. So you could see we have Nmap version of 7.94, and we are using Linux GNU platform. Okay, so you could see it has also given us compiled with liblua 5.4.6. Okay, so these are the certain information that you will get. Now let us do a one hands-on activity with this tool. So let us first clear it all. Okay, now let us try to scan a network for connected devices and identify the open ports. So let us say we are targeting certain devices to a local network. So suppose we type nmap and then sp, okay, then the given name of your IP address. So suppose we type this local address 168.1.0/24, and let us see. So you could see it has started scanning. Okay, and you could see host is up with this latency, host is up with 0.055 seconds latency. So you're getting a scan report on this given IP address. So basically what it is doing is this command is sending ping request and receives a list of live host. Now the basic command is suppose nmap sp and the given name of your IP address. Okay. Now next, if you are trying to scan a specific device for open ports, so what you could do, so we could use the same IP, okay, and type nmap, okay, /p, and we could give 1 to 1000, and let us say our target IP we are trying to take it as 192.168.1.0/24, and you could see it is trying to it is going to scan a specific device for open ports. So let us see whether this has it or not. Now you could see all over here we have got the report. So after targeting what devices are connected, so you could see the scan report. Okay, so host is up, port ET/TCP filtered, the service is HTTP, then this is another port, then the service is HTTPS. Okay, so similarly you could see a scan report for all the devices, specific devices which are connected to this open port. So that's one of the amazing thing and insight you could get. Now for service version detection, you can identify services running on open ports also. So what command you have to type, guys? Just type nmap and in this type sv and say our target IP is same 192.168.1.0/24. So guys, as you can see all over here, the service scan is done. So you could see the scan report is given and it is saying service detection performed. So you can see service info, operating system, CPE. So it has given all these amazing things. So guys, with this tool, what you could do, one activity is find your router's IP address and then find the open ports and research the services associated with this. Now, you will find a bit difficulty, or even you'll be thinking how to find a router's IP address. So you could use this command, guys. So you could use a Kali Linux terminal and you could just type all over here IP route grep default. So you could see we are getting certain thing default, IP 172.28.8.1. So it is going to look something like this. So this is going to be your router's IP address. Now use the Nmap command, perform the basic scan, put that IP, okay. Then perform detailed scan to identify the service with the help of this command Nmap SV and given name of your IP address, and full report scan. How you could do it, guys? So for a full report scan, you could do Nmap P, then the given router ID all over here. So this tool is very amazing and very insightful, and you could research a lot of things and get to know. Okay, so this is one of the amazing tools which is present in Kali Linux. Now let us explore some of the other tools. Now let us try to install Metasploit. So guys, first let us understand what is Metasploit. So Metasploit is a framework for developing and testing exploits. So what it does is it allows penetration testers to simulate real world attacks and identify vulnerabilities in the system. Basically, Metasploit is usually pre-installed on Kali Linux, but if not, you could install with certain thing like this. Type this command sudo apt install Metasploit and type Y. Okay, so it is going to install Metasploit framework. Since I have already installed it, so I need not to do it again. And if you want to verify the installation process, type this command ms fconsole and type version. So you could see you will get certain thing like this. The version number is 6.4.34 dev. Now let us do a hands-on activity. Now let us exploit a vulnerable system using Metasploit. So first type msf console. So it is starting the Metasploit framework console all over here. So you could see we have come up into this documentation. Okay. Now you could go on to the official documentation of Metasploit. Okay. Just copy this or go all over here. So this is the official documentation of Metasploit. You could read about it. You could read about pen testing, how to set up module options, upgrading shells to Metasploit, and a lot of other things are there. So based on the thing which you want to learn, you could just read this documentation. It's a very amazing documentation. So I will show you a very small or simple hands-on activity. So let us try to exploit a vulnerable system. Okay. So we have come into our console and let us look for SMB related vulnerabilities. Now you'll be wondering what is an SMB protocol or what basically is an SMB vulnerability. So as I can tell you that SMB is a vulnerability or a security flaw in server message block protocol or an SMB protocol that allows attacker to gain unauthorized access to a given network. So let us do this attack first. So type this command search SMB. So you could see all over here that we have got a lot of files as an output. Now what we are going to do, we are going to select an eternal blue exploit. So you can type something like this, use exploit / Windows / SMB / MS17010 and eternal blue. Now, what after this? So it's saying no payload configured, defaulting to Windows XP Meterpreter reverse TCP. Okay, so this is MS F6 exploit. So let us say you could just after do certain thing like this, set RH host first and give your target IP all over here, and you could execute the exploit after this. So say we have the same target IP, say 192.168, say 1.1, and after this just type exploit. So you could see we have started the exploit all over here. So it says that the target is not vulnerable at all. Okay, so similarly you could perform exploit for the given target IP. I deliberately chose this. Okay, so guys, you could use this tool to deliberately target a system and simulate exploit. Now I'm going to show you one more amazing tool. Its name is Nikto. Okay, so Nikto is basically a web server vulnerability scanner that identifies potential issues like outdated software, misconfigurations, and exposed files. So how you could install Nikto? So type this command, sudo apt install Nikto, and type Y. So you can see we have started setting up our Nikto. Then type Nikto version, and you could see all over here that okay, so this is not the command for version. Let's try this. Okay, so you can see all over here we have the version of Nikto as 2.5.0. okay, so this is the latest version. And now let us try to do a hands-on activity. If you want to learn about Nikto, just go to the official website. So you could see it is Nikto 2.5, and you could read about Nikto. So you could go, read the docs like overview, description, and all those things. So let's do one small activity. So we are going to scan a web server for vulnerabilities. So let us say we target this website. Okay. So guys, as you can see all over here, we will take this as our given website. So just copy the link of this website and go on to your terminal and type Nikto. Okay. Then H. Then you could just give the name of given target website, and since it is HTTP secured, but I want it to be HTTP version of this. Now you could see so it's saying server no banner retrieve, so the anti-clicking X-frame option header is not present. So target IP is this, target host name is this, target port, start time, and you can see this it says that this is basically secured website, no vulnerabilities like things are being found. So you can see also the X content type option header is not set. Okay, so you could do a lot of other things like with this. Now what you could do next is suppose we use the same IP address. Okay, and let's type okay, and next what I'm going to do all over here is this, that for detailed SSL checks and header, what I'm going to do, I'm going to type SSL and capital C and R. So you can see all over here it is going to give you a detailed output with the help of this command. Now you can see since it is a very secured website, so it is not showing that thing. But suppose if you are building any dummy website, or you are just into the development phase of building a web application, then you could use this tool to test the given vulnerabilities. So what you could do, there is one exercise, like you could set up a web application. Suppose say you are making a juice shop, and you could use this tool to identify the given vulnerabilities. So guys, we have showed you some of the tools and what's the power of Kali Linux is, and how these tools can be easily worked upon Kali Linux to do the exploit, to do the testing, and perform a detailed analysis of the given server, devices, okay, and services also. Basically, the tools which I have showed you represent the core of what makes Kali Linux so powerful for cybersecurity professionals. So by using the tools like Nmap, Metasploit, Nikto, you have gained a bit of hands-on experience with network scanning, packet analysis, exploitation, how to do brute force attacks, and web vulnerability assessments. If you do a regular practice with these tools, it will help you to improve your skill, and it is also going to help you to understand the importance of ethical hacking and securing system. I hope so guys you would have enjoyed our today's video on Kali Linux tutorial. Thank you guys for watching this video.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.